Good evening. This is Dean Hill, your independent candidate for U.S. Senate, Tennessee. Today I'm producing this because laws that are repugnant to the Constitution, not only of the United States, but also the Constitution of Tennessee, are being put into place at stay-at-home orders. Yes, I'm in Tennessee, and this is to discuss Tennessee. Your own laws in your state may differ. I am going to try to hurry up because I know that my videos go very long, but that's because you really need to know someone. I don't believe in blurbs in just 2 sentences to say who I am. Let's discuss first. Let's start from the top. Let's go to the Constitution. Anybody can look it up. United States Constitution. Let's start with all laws which are repugnant to the Constitution are null and void. Marbury versus Madison, 1803. Period. Thomas Jefferson also said, every law consistent with the Constitution will have been made in pursuant of the powers granted by it. Every usurpation of law repugnant to it cannot have been made in pursuance of its powers. The latter will be nugatory and void. Let's go to Section 9. The privilege of writ of habeas corpus shall not be suspended unless when in cases of rebellion or invasion the public safety may require it. Now, actually our government's rebelling against us. That's why I don't worry about what I'm saying. They're not following what they're supposed to follow in the law. We can go to the Bill of Rights, which is also known as an amendment. Also people call it the Constitution, considering the amendment's part of the Constitution. We got Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government. We can go down a couple more. We can go to 4. The right of people to secure in their possessions, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall be issued, but upon probable cause supported by oath of affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons and things to be seized. They don't have a warrant to come in your house. They can't come in your house and take you. Like they've done with some people and trying to make people stay home. That gets into a broader category of problem we have. Of course, Article 5, which they've tried. Let's see. This is a long one. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless a presentment or indictment of grand jury, except in cases arising in land or naval forces, in the militia, when in actual service in the time of war or public danger, nor shall any person be subject to the same offense, be put twice in jeopardy, nor shall they be compelled to witness against themselves. Let's see, we have Article 7. We need to go back over to the Constitution, actually. Okay, Article 6. In criminal prosecutions, and all criminal prosecutions, that is, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the Senate and district wherein the crime shall be committed. That's not happening now because they're trying to shut down all the courts. There's plenty of people trying to get their kids back, trying to help their kids, trying to do the right thing, and they cannot because of these provisions. Okay, so let's go now to and I may have skipped some things. I mean, I could say the preamble of the Constitution of the United States, which is, we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish a Constitution. So, we're a republic. We're that, and we came together as a union of states and made agreements. And that means we live by the Constitution of the United States, and then we have a Constitution of Tennessee of our own state. Now, when we get to our own state, it gets even worse. I could cite perfectly right up front Section 1 and Section 23, but there are so many problems here. I could go through 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 14. Let's go to Section 1 of the Tennessee Constitution. Declaration of Rights, that all powers inherent in the people and all free governments are founded on their authority and instituted for their peace, safety, and happiness. For the advancement of those ends, they have at all times an unalienable and indefeasible right to alter, reform, or abolish the government in such a manner as they seem proper. Remember I said we shouldn't be met by force. If they're making laws that are unlawful, we should literally be able to go tell them to leave as a group. We shouldn't have to take guns. We shouldn't be met with guns. Our economy's dying. There are people that are hungry. There are people that you aren't thinking about that don't have food, that weren't prepared. It wouldn't be such a big deal if it hadn't already been proven that their curve was wrong. 60,000 are going to die, about the same as the flu, more die of diabetes and cancer. They have medicines that work, and people are arguing against them that would keep, maybe even about a vaccine, and we may have to wait a year. We cannot wait a year. That would kill more people out of starvation, out of committing suicide. This is ridiculous. I could jump down to 23, but I'm going to tell you a couple more. You can look this up yourself. Tennessee Constitution, okay? The government being instituted for the common benefit, the doctrine of non-resistance against arbitrary power and oppression is absurd, slavish, and destructive of the good and happiness of mankind. Let's see, 3 was important. That government being instituted for the common benefit, that all men have a natural and indefensible right to worship Almighty God according to the dictates of their own conscience. That no man can of right be compelled to attend, erect, or support any place of worship. No preference shall be given. You can read that whole thing there. Let's just jump to 23. There's so many things in here that are important you need to read, though. But 23 is that the citizens have a right in a peaceable manner to assemble together for their common good, to instruct their representatives, and to apply to those invested with the powers of government to redress of grievances or other proper purposes by address of remonstrance. I'm addressing them right now. You have new data. You need to change the plan, period. We are the people. Municipal codes, ordinances, that's how we do it here. No, that does not work. You don't override you were not elected to override the Constitution. Policemen were not given the job to just blindly do what they're told. There are unlawful orders, and they're supposed to be trained in the law. There are many. There are sheriffs who are backing down. There are sheriffs saying, I'm not doing it. They're trying to make them step down because, we're allowed to have arms. You can't just say we can't have arms. There also some states are saying they can't have liquor. What is all that? Is this prohibition coming back? Section 14, that no person shall be to answer any criminal charge but by presentment, indictment, impeachment. You can't give somebody a criminal charge for playing t-ball with their child, like happened to some people, being arrested out there in a field by themselves. You have no real basis for that other than the repugnant law that you tried to pass, because it's not real. It's not real. Let's just be blunt here, saying that people can't be out. Why wouldn't you be able to walk outside? That's crazy. Some other important ones. We got 7 and 8. No man shall be taken or imprisoned or deceased of his freehold, liberties, or privileges, or outlawed, or exiled, or in any manner destroyed or deprived of his life, liberty, or property, but by the judgment of his peers or the law of his land. Your law is repugnant. You can't arrest people. Okay, I'll let you all read it for yourself. I'm not even an anarchist or someone who's a rebellionist. They've rebelled against us. And at first it seemed smart, and we did it voluntarily, but now you're telling us to do it. And that is a whole different story. Rid of habeas corpus, you cannot get rid of that. You need to put people in the courts. If they want to walk people in one by one, just like us, you can do it in a safe manner, but you can't just arrest people and leave them in jail. Okay? And if it's such a bad offense, you can't let them out. So where's their speedy trial? You have to do something, and it's easy to do that. I've been places when I was young with other people and saw that they were locked in an area. They were moved to another area. They were taken into a private area. That's that simple. So the time for playing is over, and you all need to get it together again. That's the end of it today. Have a good day.